This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your
Hello, everybody.
life.
This is Paul Neese with the Raw Life Health Show. I pray everyone's having a blessed day out there today. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about energy and calories and quality of food. I know a lot of people that say they can't get enough calories on a raw food diet or a vegan diet. And for that reason, they decide to eat animal products. And that just makes no sense. I understand maybe between a raw food diet and a vegan diet that's cooked. If it's on a cooked vegan diet, you can have pasta and potatoes and things like that. Or a raw food diet, maybe not. You're limited to fruits and vegetables, but there's more than enough calories on a good diet of fresh fruits and vegetables for what we need to do. The problem is, it's almost like calories and protein are very similar. People in today's world are trained to think that we need way more than we really do, and that's the problem. We could talk about protein later on, but with calories, calories are used, and will give us some energy. But really, it's not the energy we're getting from the calories; it's the energies we're preserving by not letting our body waste on detoxifying from the waste that we're putting in our body. So that's more important. So the ideal foods for our body are not the high calorie foods, and often people that are living an ultra exercise lifestyle and running marathons will eat all these empty calories that aren't really nutritious. They just might give you a more burst of energy or something else, versus eating the foods that give us the most nutrients while using the least amount of energy to get rid of those nutrients, that thus giving us the best energy. So I do not eat a lot of calories, and I don't count my calories, but uh, everyone I know that does say I could not sustain myself the way I do on the amount of calories I do get. And I'd have to guess I'm getting, maybe, if I did a rough draft of it, probably under 1,200 to 1,000 calories a day, and that is for the last 20 years, 15 years. And I'm active. I'm very active. And I don't drink coffee. I don't need a stimulant to keep me awake. A lot of people eat so many calories to try to accomplish the goals that they have, but then they need coffee to stay awake. You see, understand the ideal foods are the foods that are going to give your body the most nutrients while use the least amount of energy to get them. And what I mean is the less waste your body has to deal with from the remainder of those nutrients, the more energy your body's going to have to put it where it belongs and where it should be. And that is the difference. It's almost like when you charge a cell phone, and when you're eating a diet of fresh fruits and vegetables, and you're not putting in toxic stuff in your body, the battery is going to last longer. So once you charge it, it's going to last longer. Why? Because you're using it less. Even if you're exercising, I'm very active, I'm going to be exercising, but I'm using it less. Whereas if you're eating the standard American diet, yes, fine. You're still plugging it in, you're getting your calories, you're recharging, but you're working so much more. And if your phone's watching videos and making phone calls and taking pictures, the battery's going to die much quicker than if you're not using it as much. So if you have two phones, two brand new phones, you press record on both of those, and one of them you're doing a lot of stuff and one of them you're not. The one where you're not is going to last much longer, the battery. And that's what being healthy is. It's not adding and doing a whole bunch of stuff. It's like not creating this toxic environment. I say this all the time, and I'll say it again. You have to work very hard to get sick. You have to work extremely hard to get a disease and do a lot. You can't just not do anything, and expect to get a disease that's created by doing too much of something. So if you just ate simple, live simple, you're going to conserve the machine, your body, the best way possible. But if you ate, and if you continue to eat way more than you should at the wrong time, the wrong amounts, it's gonna get sick much faster, or it's not gonna work as efficiently as it should. So the amount of calories isn't what we should be looking at, I believe, as much as we should be looking at the quality of the food we're eating, because many of these calories are empty calories. And empty calories are just going to give us a false sense of energy, but in the long run, it's not going to be good. Now, I take it that I understand if we're on a consistent basis, not getting enough calories to fuel our exercise and things like this. I understand that, but that's if you're exercise like an ultra marathon or something. I mean, I don't get a lot of calories and I exercise enough, but the better you eat, the less exercise you need to do to have the same results. The worse you eat, the more you need to exercise, because if you don't, you're just going to let yourself go and it's going to turn out really bad. So it's easier, it's smarter, it's wiser, it's healthier to live a life of a vegan diet, and if you could do raw vegan, all the better. And I see it. I see these. I can go on a treadmill, the people next to me, I see how they are. I see these big guys working, I see how they are. I assure you, I have more energy than them, and pound for pound, most likely more muscle than them too. But people are brainwashed. They're brainwashed with society. We need to get our protein, or we need enough protein. We need to get enough calories. Where we're going to get this, this, and this. It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. Now, I know a lot of people that have tried doing the vegetarian diet and they just said it wasn't enough, or there's an adjustment period. I'll admit it. There's an adjustment period. You can't go from eating McDonald's hamburgers to eating a salad overnight and expect not to feel either a detox or not hungry or something. There is an adjustment period. So you got to understand that. And it's like growing a beard. A lot of people say, oh, I can't grow a beard because after about 2 weeks, it starts to itch a lot. Well, anyone that knows that has a decent beard knows that stops after about a month. It won't itch anymore. So you got that 2-week period of time in there where it's going to itch. It's going to be uncomfortable. But you get past that, then a nice beard grows in. So there's going to be an adjustment period. And for some people, it's not only 2 weeks. Some people tell me they struggled with the vegan diet for years. And they just never got to a place where they felt good on it. And that's where all the other stuff I talk about in my other videos comes in, with getting your blood work checked, make sure you're getting enough supplements that you need, make sure you're getting the right food, and make sure you're eating the right time and food combining and all that other stuff. But here's the thing. If nobody's ever done something, you can be a trailblazer and do it and see if it's going to work. However, if it's already been done before by at least one person, then you know that there's a way to do it. You just got to figure out the way. And guess what, folks? People have been successful at a raw vegan diet for a long time, a very long time. As a matter of fact, the first human beings were vegan vegetarians for a while, for their lives, and they did just fine. And that's what we were created to eat. We were created to pick fruit off a tree and herbs out of the ground and chew them. We're not carnivore animals to rip an animal open and eat its flesh. We're herbivore, frutivore animals, or species where we could eat that. And that's the way it is. And the calories wise, I'm telling you, ask anyone that knows me, or even Dr. Bish, who's 89 years old. You need less sleep, you have more energy, and I never had coffee in my life, folks. I had one sip. I didn't like it. I never touched it again. I don't even know what an energy drink tastes like. I don't even know what it tastes like. I never even smelled one. I don't know what it smells like. I imagine there's a lot of sugar in it, but I don't even know what's in it. But all I know is, there's a crazy amount of caffeine in it. I don't need these things. I don't need stimulants. I don't need something to give me energy. I have all the energy I need. The proper sleep, eating at the right time, food combining, that's what I need. That's what we all need. That's what's going to do it. So yeah, folks, that's it. Put your comments, questions below the video. And if you're struggling at eating a healthy diet, I do a live Q&A each week. And here I am to help you, all right? Until then, everybody have a great day and a great world life.
This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.